So go ahead and tell me. I mean, I know it's been a long couple of days, but talk about this trip that you've been on and how you just came across this footage of Gabby and Brian's van.
Yeah, I mean, we live full time in our bus, so we travel the country full time, and we had just ended up needing a place to camp for the night and happened upon the Spread Creek camping area. And when we pulled in, we've got double GoPros, so we have one that faces front and one that faces my husband while he's driving. And as we're going in, he talked a little bit and totally forgot to shut the GoPros off, and the GoPros just keep rolling, and we passed by their van, or a white van, and the white van had Florida plates, and we were excited because like we're Florida, hometown Tampa Bay, and so we wanted to stop and talk to them. But the van was dark, it was all closed up, it really didn't look like anyone was there or somebody was sleeping, and so we just kept on going. It was very, very busy in there. So we just turned around, came back, and then went up to the front gravel lot to park because we couldn't find anywhere else.
So how do you kind of, I know that you're a vlogger as well. So you're going through all your footage. When is it that you really learned about the search for Gabby? I'm sure last week when all of us did, but when was it kind of that aha moment?
Yeah, I mean, we had heard about it, but the timeline just didn't add up, the original timeline to when we were in the Tetons for one night. And I'm so sorry. I got a call. I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb so that way people don't call me.
That's all right.
All right.
Okay, and then you're just on mute. Sorry.
It's been a lot. I am
No,
so
no, you're
sorry.
okay. Do not apologize whatsoever. So I guess just go ahead. You said like the timeline didn't add up. Keep going from there if you don't mind.
Yeah, the timeline just did not add up. And so we didn't think twice about it. And then Saturday evening, I was editing our Sunday video that was coming out the next day, and I just needed to take a break. So I went and got my phone. And as soon as I got my phone, I got a notification that says I was tagged in a story. And the story was saying that if you were in the Tetons on August 27th, to please look through anything that you have, think back to that. And she was like, Jenn, I think you were there. And we were. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm editing the August 27th footage right now. And I ran to the computer, pulled out my footage, scrolled through it, and lo and behold, Gabby's van was recorded in there by a complete accident.
How did you even feel at that moment when you saw that van, knowing that you have possibly, well, now we know the piece of evidence that was really needed?
I was just in that moment, like relief just washed over me, because I could give this to their parents, to Gabby's parents, and say, hey, here's the van. Go do whatever you need to do. Like, I was just so happy that we caught that on camera and were able to give that to them.
You very much, I mean, Gabby, I'm not sure if she ever saw your stuff, but she was trying to follow a lifestyle that you and your family are living. This case is not ending the way that any of us wanted it to, but just knowing that you're able to give the family at least closure and possibly some information for whatever is going to develop over the next couple of days. I mean, it almost feels like you were meant to be there at that point in time. Your camera was meant to be rolling.
There was so many things that were just coincidence that lined up for it to be kismet, I guess. And we were just at the right place at the right time. And so thankful that we were able to capture that.
That area, I'm down here in Sarasota right now from Tampa. How would you even describe that area to people that aren't from that area, that don't know those national parks, have only lived in Florida or different towns their whole entire life?
It is a very desolate area. Cell phone service was not good. We barely got any signal while we were there personally. And it's very dense. Like, there's a lot of bushes, there's a lot of trees. All of the off grid, like camping sites, are tucked away behind different trees and bushes and stuff. So you're very separated from everybody else and kind of secluded, even though like it was very packed.
So with the footage, did you call the FBI right away? Or I'm not sure how much you can actually go into some of the stuff with the investigation, but what did you do immediately when you saw that and kind of heard about this?
We found the footage at like about 12:05 in the morning, and coincidentally, it was Ethan's birthday when we found the footage. And we called the FBI at 12:08. I had to look up their number, called them. I was shaking, like I was like, "Listen, I have found the van. You have to do something. Like I need to talk to somebody." Like I knew it was her van, and they were like, "Well, we're going to direct you over to our website where all the tips go, and you just upload your video there, and if they need any more information, they'll call you." I haven't received anything. We've been kind of inundated with phone calls and all the things, but I keep checking back, and I'm definitely available, and will cooperate fully with them.
Okay, and then I know you have others to go to, but just talk about Ethan a little bit. Tell me about this journey that you are on, especially for your son and your family.
Yeah, we lost Ethan back in September of 2011 in a car accident. We were on our way to Disney for his 7th birthday, and he would have turned 17 yesterday. And I fully believe that Ethan had a hand in bringing Gabby home for sure.
I think you're right. And I just got goosebumps. So that means that you're right. Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
No, I just want to say that Gabby's family is so amazing. I've talked to her mom and her dad, such wonderful, kind-hearted, beautiful people that I am blessed to know. They are just they're hurting right now, and I think we still need to be focused on finding Brian, and anybody that still has clues or was in that area around that time, or if they've seen him in Florida. No clue is too small. If you think you have video footage, send it in. Like we've got to get the rest of the answers for this family.